My neighbor and I share a bedroom wall, and we just realized something terrifying. I live in a cheap duplex with paper-thin walls. It's annoying, but you learn to live with it. I know when my neighbor Sarah is watching TV, and she probably knows when I'm on work calls. We've never talked about it. We just pretend we can't hear each other. That changed about 2 weeks ago. Every night around 2:30 a.m., I started waking up to a quiet but deliberate tapping sound coming from the wall right behind my bed. Tap, tap, tap. A pause, then again, always in the same rhythm. It wasn't loud, but it was impossible to ignore, like someone nervously tapping their fingers against the drywall. I tried convincing myself it was pipes, but deep down I knew it wasn't random. I barely slept. One morning I ran into Sarah at the mailboxes. She looked exhausted, dark circles under her eyes, hands shaking slightly. I decided to bring it up, trying to be as polite as possible. Hey Sarah, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you could maybe try to keep it down a bit at night. That tapping sound on the bedroom wall around 2:30 a.m. makes it really hard for me to sleep. I'd really appreciate it if you could stop. She froze. Her face went pale and she dropped her keys. You hear it too? She whispered. I thought I was losing my mind. I've been sleeping on my couch for a week because of it. My stomach tightened. You've been sleeping in the living room? But the sound is coming from the wall behind my bed. She slowly shook her head. No, I hear it behind my bed. I thought it was you. We just stared at each other. Our bedrooms share one wall. There's no space between them. If she hears it coming from my side and I hear it coming from hers, where was the sound actually coming from? I didn't go home that night, but the next day I had no choice but to return for my work laptop and passport. When I pulled into the driveway, Sarah's car was still there, parked crookedly. 2 delivery packages were sitting on her porch, soaked from the rain. Sarah was obsessive about her mail. She'd never let that happen. I knocked. No answer. I called her phone and could hear it ringing through the wall. That's when I noticed the smell, sour and damp, like something old sealed inside a wall. I called the landlord, claiming there was a leak. When he unlocked her door, the apartment was empty, but her phone and keys were still there. In the bedroom, her bed had been dragged away from the shared wall, leaving deep gouge marks in the floor. And on the wall, right where my headboard sits on the other side, the wallpaper had been torn open. Behind it was a rough, jagged hole, about 3 inches wide. The landlord brushed it off, and the police said there was no sign of a struggle. I'm back in my unit now, but I'm not sleeping in the bedroom. I'm on the couch with every light on, trying to piece together my notes and voice memos. The investigation is still ongoing. I will post the full update and the shocking details I discovered in the next part. Stay tuned.